Hello, Brendan. Are you there? Good morning. Can you hear me?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, it was me.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good, good.
Excellent, excellent. We got a
Yeah.
couple people here coming in, so I'm going to try to share. Hopefully my screen share will work.
I didn't bring any scripts with me.
I'm going to put some on the right here on the screen. That's what I'm trying to do. So
Alrighty.
let's see if it works. Good morning.
Morning.
You guys see, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I'm not sure if the share is going where it should be. So does anybody have anything specific they want to work on today?
Maybe expireds or maybe a script. I was looking for one yesterday, talking about like if you have a farm area that you're trying to address, like maybe calling around to your farm or people that you already know.
People you already know? Okay.
I was going to reach out to just my database today.
Oh, there you go.
Just
Wonderful.
people I haven't spoken to, and yeah.
So what do you guys find it easier to talk to people you know or people you don't know?
Don't know.
Huh? Don't know?
Yeah.
Me too.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know why that is. I find it so hard to, pick up the phone and call my own, people I know. I don't know why. I feel
Yeah.
funny. So it's kind of, it's a weird thing. But cheap is, I'm like, okay, if I can't find it here, I'm gonna have to run and find one in a second. Geographic. This is Geographic Farm. This is someone you're calling, let's say, so this is about another house in the area. I don't know if you guys, that might not be it.
Oh, like kind of like an intro, like that's why you're calling, because there's a
Yeah.
house in the area and then you're trying to get them to list with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's one, but this is kind of asking for referrals from a buyer. Let me just see. I'm trying to figure out where this might be. How'd you find my number? Anybody get anything under contract this weekend?
This week though, hopefully.
How about your counts, like the people that you're talking to? How many people? What are your, I know you are all in the Capper Club.
Mhm.
So what do you have a number of people you need to speak to a week?
100 a week,
100 a week?
20 a day. I just kind of took the weekend to kind of organize my office, organize my scripts, and just really organize myself to kind of, take off today and
So you can go for it. When do you have a
Yeah.
check-in?
a Friday.
Okay.
And then I think we have access to our mentors.
Okay, that's
anytime.
awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's
Just trying
exciting.
to find, I don't know if I have anything in here about some really silly stuff. Powerful closes for listings, for prospecting. I have a lot of expireds. Real estate trainer. You guys should all try to do this. This is really important, even if you take it, pull it off the page, developing a center of influence. So when you go through here, you kind of find, okay, who do I know that's an accountant? Write down their name. Who do I know that maybe is in advertising? Write down their name. Even like, it kind of gets you thinking about different people that you actually already know in your life, that you can actually send a business card to, that says, hello, I just want to let you know I'm in real estate, or I think the best line for everyone to make this, at this point, say, hi, Happy New Year, it's 2021, and I just wanted to check in with you and see if you have any real estate goals for this year. And you could do that with your center of influence very easily. Do you have any real estate goals for this year?
Mhm.
You know, what are their plans? No, I don't have any. Okay, well, if you know anybody who does have, is looking to buy, or you have a friend or somebody, just pass my name along. But that's really an easy intro. Like, you call a friend of yours, like, hi, Kathy. Hi, it's Lisa. How you doing today? I just wanted to make sure, I'm in real estate, and do you have any real estate goals for this year? Well, I was thinking of refinancing. Oh, great. So why don't I give you a great loan officer? Or I thought maybe a vacation home. Maybe I want to know what my house is worth. So I started to focus like a couple weeks ago and said, I'm just going to do a CMA for everyone I know, like, just reach out and say, I'm going to do a market analysis. And I can't even tell you, I'm behind on doing them because it just like I focused on that, and people that I just talked to on the phone, even people I didn't know, some of the cold calls, they want a market analysis, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And some people are thinking, a lot of people are thinking their houses are like worth, millions. And some people, it brings them back to reality, and other people are shocked at how much their house could possibly list for, right? Focus on that, because you can give that tool to everyone. And whether you use really quick, like cloud CMA on MLS, or realtor property RPR, or, something that has your brand on it to share with them. Doesn't have to be in person. You can email it to them, whatever you want. But focus on that, and they'll start to think of you about real estate and about knowing what's going on in the market. And especially with your friends, you kind of want to be more professional than ever, because they'll talk about you. But if you start slacking with your friends, like, just, send them things that are not as professional, that it's not going to do you any good in the future.
Mhm.
So make sure with friends and family, ask them, would they like a free consultation? You're looking to practice. You don't really need to, they don't need to be selling. You just want to practice. Ask them and sit down, and sometimes it becomes goofy because you know them, and, but try your best to stay on point and be professional. They will refer you, because when you start doing that, they're going to talk.
Mhm. Okay.
But this here, this will kind of remind you of all the people in your database. So do you know anybody who's a fisherman, or a fireman, or
Yeah.
pest control? I mean, even, whatever, somebody who worked in a university. It's kind of weird, like there's some weird things in here that you might not know, but, or you might not know somebody, but you'll probably know a lot of people. Who's your mechanic? Who's your dentist? Hey, you know what? I just want to let you know I'm in real estate. If you have any real estate plans for this year, give me a call, and stick your card in there. It's going to go to the dental office, and it's best to send it to the business office. Send it there. They're going to open it up, or someone at the front desk will open it up, and someone will inevitably start talking about real estate. Okay, and somebody will say, hey, you know what? Think of a dentist office, say the front desk person, opens it up and says, oh my goodness, you got, somebody is something from a realtor. Then they're going to start talking about real estate. Then as patients come in, it's just going to be on their mind, and everybody loves to talk about real estate. So just think about that. Just opening the conversation starts to get you known as the realtor. Oh yeah, well, who's Brendan? Brendan Murphy? Yeah, don't you know he comes in here, he has his teeth cleaned. He's really good. He's like every 6 months, he always gets his teeth cleaned.
Tomorrow. That's funny that you should say that.
So
There you go.
bring a business card, and just say, hey, I just want to let you know, if anyone in here has real estate plans for 2021, I'm your guy.
Mhm.
Put like a couple of cards in there.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
I will.
Yeah. So think like that. Think like, I mean, you have to get obsessed. You kind of have to get obsessed. It sounds crazy, but it's like, I don't know. I think I'm a little obsessed with real estate anyway, because I love to talk to people. I love to engage in conversation with anybody. I don't know. My kids hate it. And, but you become that person. People start to know who you are, and there's always something you can talk about. So that center of influence, take this and write down everybody you know, send them a note. I mean, we just got my landscaper, he called the other day, he's like, I got a lead for you. Here's a lead, here's the number, here's the address. You know, I give him leads, he's giving me leads.
Yes.
I have an electrician. He came to an open house. He was like, I loved your open house. I'm only going to use you. And he just gave me 2 leads 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
So I actually met him at the open house. He came in, I called him after the open house. I didn't really know who he was. And then I got into conversation with him, understood he's an electrician, called him for a job, and now he's like a huge advocate. So, you know, those people in your life that you use, you know, somebody who, you know, is a cleaner, my goodness, house cleaners, they're getting people ready to, you know, move out of houses. They know what's going on in someone's house. So if you have some good, you know, people in your sphere that clean houses, they're really good. Landscapers, cleaners, painters, they're all prepping. And those things might be done before they call in a realtor. So make sure to treat them right. And when they give you a referral, send them, whether you get that lead or not, send them a thank you card, throw a $10 Dunkin' Donut gift card in there, like
Yeah.
$10. You don't have to do much. Here's a $10, you know, Dunkin' Donut gift card, and thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I'll keep you, you know, informed on how things go. Such little things that they're going to love that. They're going to love that you rewarded them. And even if it's a small thing, they remember it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's not a script, but it is a daily script when you think about it, everywhere you go. Wear something that says you're a realtor. You know, I have a pin on, I try to put something on all the time. And if you go to the post office, you go in the post office, you walk in, don't go put it in the slot, go in, wear your, you know, wear your name tag. And they're like, oh yeah, you know that realtor that was just in here? You know, you become the realtor. So I used to go to the post office when I had a restaurant, and I swear I would walk in there and they're like, I smell pickles. I smell Italian subs or whatever. And I always had to, you know, 5-gallon buckets of pickles that I'd have to like every day pull out. And I smelled like freaking pickles. So I'd much rather have my realtor pin. It was so weird. I'm like, it's so embarrassing. But, you know, they're like, oh, yeah, it smells like Italian subs and pickles. And...
Yeah. I come from the restaurant industry too, so
oh, you do?
So I
Where
was
did you
always
work?
smelling like a cheeseburger. Previously, I worked at Mama Maria in the North End,
Oh, yeah.
and then after that, I worked down Marina Bay for 3 years.
What were you doing? Server or kitchen?
Bartender.
Bartender?
Yeah.
Which place down in Marina Bay?
Port 305 and Ciro's.
Nice.
Oh,
And then
nice.
I did Real House too when they first opened, but that wasn't very lucrative.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right at the end. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, we had restaurants, so it's a definite, like, anyone who's worked in a restaurant, it's hard work.
Oh,
You
yeah.
might be feeling like crap, but you go up to that table and you're putting it on, right?
Yeah.
It's the easiest, like, to get into real estate is probably like the easiest thing to go to.
It's
You know,
just switching to the phone was different for me. It's like
me too.
definitely a big transition, but I'm getting there.
Good, good. Yeah, it is. The picking up of the phone is different because we were waiting for people to come in. So we have to proactively go out.
Oh
And,
my
and I,
God, so slow.
exactly. So now we have to create our own business. We have to create our own, you know, dining room
Yeah.
full of people, right?
Yeah.
however, however whatever you did in the past and you had something, how did that business get there?
Mhm.
You have to think about that and what are you going to do to make that business happen for you? And you have to remember this is your own business. It's nobody else's. And
That's right.
in this, nobody's going to feed you leads unless you pay them a lot of money, right? And then you have to have the script to convert them. So, I can't find an actual one, but I would definitely say, hi, I think if you look at my Market Center 735 Facebook site,
Yeah.
you know that one, right? Everybody's on that.
Yeah.
If you see Ben Kinney's interview,
Yeah.
it is amazing.
Yeah.
And he has like just a few scripts that are amazing.
Yeah. He's a very genuine dude. Like when he talks, it's very like you want to listen to what he's saying. Like
Yeah, he doesn't sound like,
some fake,
oh, everything happened magically.
right, like overnight.
Yeah. So one of the best scripts ever, when you guys are doing open houses, and I used them this weekend, that he says is, hi, welcome to the open house. I'm just curious, here you are at my open house, and usually people come for one or two reasons. You either have a home and you're kind of interested in the value of your home, or you're looking to buy a home. Which one of those are you? That leaves out the no and the yes, right? That starts a conversation. So which one are you? Are you looking to buy a house, or are you looking or is it the value of your home that you're curious about?
So I actually listen to this script class all the time. I just never attend it, but I always listen. So like I know all of you guys already. It's weird.
Oh, that's good.
But, like I listen to it at work. So I used one that you said the other day. It was a house usually doesn't sell for one of three reasons. Which one do you think happened? And it's funny, like that worked for me a couple of times. They kind of it opens up a new conversation. So that really
Right.
helped.
They can't get away with a yes or no. Was it
Right.
price, condition, or marketing? Which one of those or combination of those
Right. And
caused
then
your house not to sell?
think and they kind of get silent for a second and think about it, and then they unleash everything.
You're right. They'll be like, well, my kitchen's really old and
Yeah.
maybe the price was high,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, and it was a lot of one lady that I talked to, price was the issue, and I told her, I'm like, well, if the most important like time frame is the first 2 weeks that it's on the market, right? So if it's priced too high, you're not going to get interest, and people are just gonna say next.
So what did you do? Did you get an appointment with that lady?
So she doesn't want to list right now. She wants to wait till the summer, but I did send her my business card.
So what else are you gonna do?
I have her email address
Do you have so you have a physical address, an
I have
email address?
and a phone number, so I have everything. I
You
just
even have her phone number.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, it was a cold call, so I just saved the phone number.
awesome, awesome. So you need to drip on her once a week for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Wherever she is, let's say, wherever she lives, go to MLS, find a couple of houses in her neighborhood and show her what's happening. Oh, do you know this? Hey, I thought this was interesting. It's kind of near your neighborhood. Look at the price.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you what this looks like. And then you need these powerful closes. So what if you have her on the phone and you said, well, if you felt absolutely confident that you could sell your home now, would you sell it? Let's meet so I can show you how confident I am that I can sell it for you now. Any of these, if you could get top dollar for your property in the next 30 days, would you list your home with me?
Mhm.
Let's set an appointment today.
This is what I was missing, I think. I had like just the powerful close at the end was what I was lacking, I think.
Yeah, so why doesn't everybody take one? So Brendan, I'll just go by my screen. Brendan, why don't you take number 1 and 2?
Okay.
Margaret, if you can take 3 and 4, and
Yeah.
John Carlos 5 and 6. Want to do that?
If you could get what you wanted for this home now, would you put your home on the market today? Then let's set an appointment today. If I could get you top dollar for your property in the next 30 days, would you list your home with me? Let's set an appointment.
If you felt absolutely confident that you could sell your home now, would you sell it? Let's meet so I can show you how confident I am that I can sell it for you now. You said you have to move to Florida by next month, right? Based on the time it takes to get a home on the market, get it properly exposed in the public, and sell it, we need to get together as soon as possible. So let's set an appointment today.
Lisa, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you one more time for an appointment. I've learned over the years that if I don't, you might end up with a mediocre agent and lose money. You don't want to lose money on the sale of your home, do you? I can drop by at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, which would be better. It'll only take me 15 minutes to show you how I get top dollar for the homes that I sell. It would be worth 15 minutes of your time. To be absolutely sure you were going to receive the most money for your, oh, I should be slowing down, I suppose. To be sure you were going to receive the most money for your home, you want to net the most money possible, right? Let's set up an appointment today. If you
Excellent.
had a proven plan for getting your home sold for top dollar, would you use it? Let's get together and I'll show you that plan. Which is better for you, 4 o'clock or 5?
So these are like, you want to, say these over and over again. Does everybody know what those dots are?
Wait, hesitation.
Yes. So when we do bold, when we see those, we like clap, it's a little funny,
yeah.
but you go like, if you had a proven plan for getting your home for top dollar, would you use it? It's really important, those hesitations. So we used to do it like that to really make it extreme. Let's get together
Mhm.
and I'll show you that plan. Which is better for you? And if you're, you start to get used to that, silence is really important too. I mean, one of the best scripts of all is silence, I must say, because we tend to talk too much. So if you're silent, it gives them an opportunity to feel a little uncomfortable and reveal themselves.
Mhm.
Like when Margaret, you said 5% for commission. Can you do 4?
Honestly, Lisa, it really wouldn't be doing you any favor. I would want to be negotiate to show you that I could negotiate the best possible price for your home. I need to negotiate on my commission because I'm going to be putting in a lot of time for you.
You know what you can say?
Mhm.
Even easier? Just wait a second, look at them, and just go, no, and then breathe again.
Okay.
It makes them so uncomfortable, they're not going to ask you again.
No.
But if they start to push, let's say they start pushing and they're like, well, I can, Joe said he'd do it for 4. Wow. Okay. Joe said he'd do it for 4. So, that's interesting. I can talk with my broker. I can talk with my team, whatever, and I can get back to you on that. Why don't we sign the contract and we'll do whatever we can to get you the most money in your pocket. Does that work? Sure. Okay. I mean, they want to object and sometimes they'll just go, no, we work with 5%. And another thing to say is, oh, I'm 2.5% and I offer out the buyer agent 2.5%. So did you want to offer out the buyer agent a little less? Oh, okay. So should we offer
Good
them
one.
2? All right. So offer out 2 and you keep 2.5. Right?
Yeah.
So find ways and don't people immediately take a whole point off. Or they just give out 4. They go, oh, my commission's 4. I'm like, oh my God, you know how much money you leave on the table? That's nuts. So no is more powerful. When you say no, I'm
No.
sorry, I can't do that. You could say it a little nicer, like, I'm sorry, no, 5% is my commission. I mean, if you see, you've got these houses, condos, whatever, for $300,000, $400,000, and they're 2%ers, right? And then you go down the street to $2 million homes, and they're 2.5% or 3%. It's not more work. It's definitely not more work. It might be sometimes they want you gotta play a little more, you gotta do a few more things. You have to, maybe, you should be doing the same thing on both ends. It doesn't matter what, whether it's a $200,000 condo or a $2 million property. I feel like there shouldn't really be much difference at all. But you usually playing with pennies over here and you're taking a 2. If you're playing with pennies, you should have a 3 on your side. It should be given, it should be a 6%, and you take 3 and give out 3 because you're working harder. And sometimes it's hard, you're working a lot and it's harder. You're pinching pennies, you're doing, you're really struggling to get that together. And then you go to a $2 million property, you've got more money to flow. It's a little bit easier, but they're getting the higher commission. They just have better scripts.
Mm.
So scripts are where it is. And I find that we're all afraid to ask for the business or ask for the appointment. So Brendan needs to go back on and pick up the phone. And
Definitely.
once a week, whether it's an email or something, hey, I just want to keep in touch. Look at this house. It's right around the corner from you. Look at that price. Can you believe it? And was it an expired, did you say?
Yeah, it was. And it just didn't sell because it sounded like it was a price issue. And
How
she's
long ago
kinda,
was it?
like embarrassed, like she's kind of like upset about it. So I didn't want to like push too hard and then not get it,
But
which
she
is
might end up with a weak agent at a weak moment and
Yeah.
not be able to sell her house again.
right. She said she
Of
wants to
course.
wait till the summer, so I couldn't think of anything like off the cusp to say to that.
Take these scripts and put them in front of you. Put the ones that, right in your face, and you can kind of look around like, oh, shoot, what do I say next?
Right, like a flow chart, like if they say yes, then go this way.
Yeah. I have a board, a trifold board, and it
I
has
know.
all these scripts in little clear sleeves. And, I
gotta
look
put them up
around.
in front of me today.
And do you know how many times does everybody know, how many times do you ask for the appointment?
Every time?
Every time, but how many times if they say no?
Oh, you always,
Again,
again, yeah.
5 times.
5
Oh,
times.
5?
So oh, well, Joe, if you could get what you wanted for this home now, would you put your home in the market today? No, really, I'm not feeling it. Well, if I could get you top dollar for your property in the next 30 days, would you list your home with me today? No, I'm not sure. I think I want to wait till the summer. Joe, if you felt absolutely confident that you could sell your home now, would you sell it? Let's meet so I can show you how confident I am that I can sell it for you now. Joe, you said you have to move to Florida by June, based on the time it takes to get your home on the market, get it properly exposed to the public and sell it. We need to get together as soon as possible. Let's set an appointment today. You're saying the same thing over and over, but it won't sound it might sound pushy a little bit, but more in your mind than it does on the other person. That was 4 times asking for the appointment, and it felt like, to me, it felt like a conversation.
Right.
Some people tell you you're aggressive. Some people will be, tell you, I've heard I'm a vulture or whatever, but
Whatever.
I don't care. Next. So if you want, I know it's 9 o'clock now. We should be, it could be kicked off here. Take these and just go over them and make these part of your regular language.
Mhm.
You meet someone in the supermarket. Oh, I was thinking of selling in the summer. Great. If you felt absolutely confident that you could get your home sold now, would you sell it? Great. How about we make an appointment for later today? Don't be afraid.
So are these all on the Facebook group if you go into
Yeah.
Market Center?
Lisa Axios Scripts and Tips. It's a
Okay.
Facebook page.
Cool.
At least,
Go ahead. I couldn't hear
with
you.
okay, I know, I just noticed I was muted. So with that person that you said, oh, maybe we can meet today later in the afternoon, would you go over with the CMA, or would you just really go over just to see the house, or?
I would go over in my mind thinking, I got this. And maybe it might happen that day, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you go over and you're taking notes. It just
Okay.
depends on how motivated they are. And
Maybe
usually,
have an
like, I
idea
was
of what
told,
the price could be.
yeah, when you walk in and the house is super clean and smells really awesome, you're like, damn, these people are serious. You know, you can tell the difference. Some
Yeah.
people just want you to look at it and give them a price. Other people, you walk in, you're like, oh my God, the dogs, they took the dogs out, the kids are gone. It smells nice. Everything looks perfect. Do they live like this? Or they're here for me to actually sell it? You can
Mhm.
kind of figure it out. So don't be afraid to ask, because if you walk away, someone else goes in there and all they do is say, so why don't we just sign you up today?
Mhm.
And sign you up, maybe, let's sign the paperwork so I can get to work for you now. I'm gonna go back to my office and determine the best possible price now that I've seen your home. And we'll work on the price when, when I come back, because between now and a month from now, when we're on the market, things could change.
Mhm.
So just sign that up and you can put a TBD. I've done that a lot, to be determined on the price. So, all right, guys, go
Thank you
get
so-
them.
Thank you so
Everybody go
much.
get your contacts and,
Thank you very much.
oh, my pleasure. I think, Brendan, did you just try to go in the Facebook?
Yeah, I tried to join the group.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. So they're
Thank
all on there. You should be able to print them off. There's some good pre-qual questions. There's some good buyer consult paperwork too. So
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Lisa.
have an awesome day, everyone.
Thank you, Lisa.
Bye-bye.